Hey, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us today for the same day seller. So, today we're going to show you how to set up your Beacons account. So, if you remember from previous videos, Beacons is the link in bio that, well, and as it says on the screen, it gets you brand deals. But even more than that, it helps you to sell products without a website. And it gets all of your best products into a platform that will enable you to sell right from social media. So let's get into it. Now, I'm going to give you a really quick overview of this is an example of a Beacons store. But your Beacon store can be whatever you want it to be. This is something that you're going to be able to make your own. So in this example, we have a picture of a woman. I'm assuming that's either a picture of the person who's making the platform, or it's a representative of their brand. So this is kind of showcasing her brand, right? Or the brand. And what we do with this is we put our brand information in here. She's got her picture in kind of a dome shape, and then her name is in the background. I'm assuming that this is maybe her brand colors. She's got her social media platforms here. And then the thing that I want to really highlight here is she's got her shop items right here. Now here she's only got 2 items, but you can put, whatever number of items you want. I would recommend maybe 5 or 6 at the most of your best products. And then she's also got a coupon code which motivates people that are interested in buying something in her shop. They can use that coupon code to save money, and that is a great way to get people to shop in your store. All right, so this is what a Beacons link in bio looks like. And again, I'm going to show you how to get that set up. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you're using the link that we provided for you, either in social media, or if you're looking at this on YouTube, there should be a link in the description that you can use to save $20. So you're going to get a $20 credit when you use our link, and that is for anything that you want to buy on Beacons, and you can also use it to upgrade your account to one of their pro plans. So I think they have a plan for like $10 a month. So you could upgrade to that plan and use it for 2 months and just kind of test it out, test out some of the pro features. Or you can just you can start for free and just stick with that free plan going forward. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is I'm going to have you to sign in, and then I'm going to log in and I will be right back. Okay, so now I'm logged in, and hopefully you are looking at a page that looks like this. Now, if you're not, just navigate over to the left side of the page. You're going to see all the navigation there. You want to click on the home navigation, and this is what you should see. All right, now on the left-hand side, you've got your navigation. In the middle, you've got your profile information. And then when you scroll over to the right, you're going to see the little AI tool that they have. Now, you can use this AI tool. You do get 30 credits with the free plan. You can ask questions. You can ask it to help you out with certain things. I'm going to use ChatGPT just because that is what I normally use, and I don't want to use up credits. So, but you could do it however you would like. So now that you're on the home page, or everyone is on the same, we're all on the same page. I do want to point out that your link is going to be right here. So if you want to share that, you just click on this share button and it will copy it, and then you can paste it wherever you need to. All right, so we're going to go back over here to the left-hand side of the screen. We're going to click on link in bio and website. And this is where we're going to do our work today. This is where we're going to set up your shop. So my computer is going a little bit slow today, so just kind of bear with me. and we're going to get through this, and you will have, at the end of this video, you're going to have your link in bio page. You're going to be on your way to selling your products. Okay, so now let me see if I can make this a little bit larger. Okay, so I'm making my screen larger so that I don't have to keep panning back and forth. And the thing I want you to see is that there's a mock-up over here on the right-hand side. And what you want to do is when you're adding things, this is where we're going to do our work. As you're adding things, you're going to see this change. So we're going to start here with the header. And we've already got a few things that we have kind of laid out here just for the sake of time. But I want to show you how to enter your header. So you're going to click on this edit profile button, and you're going to start with your profile picture. You're going to click on the camera, and that will bring up your files that you have on your computer. I'm going to use this as my profile image. And then I'm going to click accept. Okay, so then now we've got now you can see this has updated, right? And then we have our profile image right there. We're going to click on edit profile again, and we're going to add our header text. So we've got this bio already in here. Just for the sake of time, it says support and solutions to help you avoid foreclosure stress. So the way that we got that, when you look at this, you're going to see where we have 60 characters that we can work with. So what I did was I went to ChatGPT, and can I get my screen? I can't get my screen up any higher. Okay, so we're just going to create another window. We're going to just type in ChatGPT. You can use any AI model that you want, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, any of the ones that you want to use. And you can even use the AI tool that's provided in Beacons. But we're just going to type in a little prompt that says, please. Okay, let me get I don't think my computer is caught up yet. I don't know why, but my computer is just going so slow. Okay, so please provide a 59 character bio for my Beacons page that helps visitors know that we help homeowners who are behind in their mortgage avoid foreclosure. So just a really short blurb that tells people, what we do. And people want to know, like when they land on your Beacons page, they want to know what's in it for them. So what happened here? Let's see. Hopefully. Okay, so the answer that it gave was helping homeowners avoid foreclosure and protect equity. So that works. I'll put that in there. We're going to take out what we've already got in here. We're going to remove that. And we're going to paste in our item, and then we're going to close this. And then last but not least, we're going to put in our social icons, and we've already entered it, but we're going to show you how we got that information. So edit social icons, and all you do is you just find the social icon that you want to fill in, and you put in your information. So here's our email, and then here is where we're found on YouTube. And then that's pretty much it. All right, so then once you get that filled in, you're going to see all of that show up right here. We've got our new update to our bio. We've got the name of our company. We've got our social icons. Now we're going to look at themes. So they have classic, vibrant, cozy, and bold themes that you can choose from. So here's the vibrant themes, here are cozy themes, and here are bold themes. So the thing that you want to think about here is what is your niche? Who are you reaching? Who are you wanting to work with? Do you want people who are more creative? Are you more of a maybe you're a band, or you're a creative person? You might want to have something a little more bold and vibrant. If you're just a kind of conventional business like ours, you might want to have something more classic or cozy. But you can choose your theme right here, and then you can choose your header. So I have chosen this header right here. But you can choose, like here is a header that, in my opinion, is a little bit, like it makes the focus of the person really small, but it does a really good job of showing the name of our company and what we do. So for that reason, I would say that it's a really good, it does the job that it's supposed to do. I like the banner as well. Now, here is a banner that I really thought about using, and I may still use that because it looks professional, and I may just stick with that. But anyway, here is the image that we put into our banner. So all we did was go out and we took one of our products and we uploaded it. And so we chose this little product right here, and we uploaded it, and then we cropped it to the right size. So Beacons makes it really easy for you to do that. So that's how we got our banner in there. And as you can see, it really does look nice. It kind of gives you kind of the office vibe with the person who is dressed casually. So it's not, it doesn't look really buttoned up, but it does look professional. So I really do kind of like that. And I like the clean, minimalist look for the page. So I'll probably just stick with that one. Here's where you can select your colors. So we have this first one. Let me just show you. I'm going to change it real quick to the Emerald Sea and let you see what that looks like. And here's Emerald Sea. Emerald Sea doesn't really look bad either. I don't care for the way, like, you want high contrast. You want to be able to, you want your stuff to stand out. And you can shuffle this, and then it gives you a different look, but then it makes this look dark. So let's see if we can shuffle it again. And now everything looks dark. So I don't really like that one. Just for that reason, we're going to go back to Misty Harbor. And I think that's the one that I had before. So we'll just stick with that one. But this is where you can choose colors. You can choose neutral, bold, playful. And let me just click on these. Playful, brand kit. And you can even edit the colors. So you can edit the brand kit there. And you can also do custom. So if you have your hex codes for your brand, you can put those in right there. And so I'm going to leave the background and everything the way that it is. I like it just the way it is. And again, I have the neutral. All right, so then you can also change your fonts. Now, I like these fonts, but they have modern fonts, classic, creative, logo, futuristic, and custom. And they give you a lot of fonts to choose from. So if you have a particular font for your brand, then you are going to definitely, get you'll be able to use the fonts that you use on any other platforms that you are on, or any of your other branding. Here we have block style. So let's say that you want to, make the corners a little rounder. You can do that. Like here, we can make these corners. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, as I pull this over, the corners are getting more rounded on the join our community area and the buttons that we have up here. And I kind of like more rounded buttons, so I think I'm going to make that more rounded. And then you can also make this more transparent. I want it to be something that is easy for people to see. And so I'm going to leave the transparency alone. Um, Link style, if you want to change the link style, you can definitely use AI to do that. But again, you're going to be using those credits. So just kind of be mindful of that. You can also have a page pop up. So when someone lands on your Beacons store, you can have a pop up that comes up. I don't really recommend doing that because it's kind of in your face. It doesn't even give you the ability to see your Beacons page before there's this big pop-up that says, get on my list or whatever. But I'm going to show it to you right here. So this is what the pop-up is going to look like. Now you can go out to ChatGPT and get something that is more appropriate. I don't necessarily think get on the list is going to be a great way for you to get people motivated and pumped up about being on your list. So the thing that you want to do is you want to either add a coupon code or a free resource, something that they can get when they give you their email. Otherwise, you may not be able to build your list. So the reason you want to build your list is so that you can build your audience. So when you hear people talking about building a list, that's what they're talking about. So just to be clear, you definitely want to build your list. I don't know that this would be the best way to do it. You can send this, you can kind of test it out, maybe, kind of wordsmith it a little, and then send it out to your friends and family and maybe ask them what they think. If they are, people that might be part of your target audience, you can just kind of ask for their. My opinion, it's too even if there was a delay before it popped up, that would be great. But when someone lands on your Beacon site, you don't want them to just kind of be faced with, get on the list. Get on the list is not a good way to get people on your list. So just to kind of point that out. But that is what it would look like. I'm going to go ahead and close this. And then you can also, in my opinion, this might be a little bit better because you are promoting a product. So you could take one of the products out of your Beacon shop and you would just click on this link and it says select product. It's going to bring up your products. You would choose the product and then you could have the image pop up right here. And then you got your buy now button, and you could also wordsmith this information here above, your call to action. All right, so there's that. I'm going to leave this with no pop-up at the moment. We're going to set up a contact form right here that says join our community. You can have this to say whatever you wanted to say. I think this is going to be a better way for you to, invite people to join your list or join your community. All right, so now we have some buttons that we can put at the very top of our link in bio. We can have a share button. I think that's very important to have on your page because if someone is looking at it and they like what they see, they might want to share it with a friend, or they may want to email something to themselves or whatever. You also want to have an add to contacts button. And what that will do is that will add your contact information to their contact list. So it's going to download your contact card. So you want to make sure that that's filled out, and we'll show you how to do that on a different video. And then you also want to have a subscribe button, right? So you want to make sure that someone can subscribe to your channel. All right, and basically that is it for the header. So now we're going to go back up And we're going to just fill out the rest of your information for your link in bio. Okay, so now we're going to just go back over to the left side and we're going to click on link in bio design again. And hopefully it will refresh. We may have to click on link in bio. Okay, here we go. So click on link in bio. We've got our header done. Now we're going to look at links. So these are going to be links to other information. And in my opinion, you don't want to get carried away here. But if you have content that you think will help people make a buying decision, and that is the goal here. So you want to think about your goals, and we've included a worksheet, a Beacons setup worksheet that you can use to kind of map out your goals. So you want to have your goals in line, and you want to make your site based on those goals. So what I mean by that is, let's say that you are setting up your Beacon site to sell products. We definitely want to do that. But in order to sell products, a lot of times you need an audience because people are not going to necessarily buy the first time they see your site or your link in bio. They may not be ready to buy. They may know nothing about you and feel like they need to know a little bit more before they buy. So you want to build a list so that you can be in constant contact with the people on your list. That is going to enable you to sell more products because that is the way that you build trust. So when you build trust, what that means is people know you, they like you, and they don't have a problem pulling out their wallet. You want to provide information that makes people understand why they want to buy from you. You know, what is it about your brand? What is it about your company that adds value that they are looking for? And so when you're doing links, you definitely want to keep all of that in mind. So the thing that you want to do with your links is you want to invite people. If you have, let's say that you do have an Etsy store. Maybe you've been on Etsy and you're not getting the results that you would like to get, and you want to just kind of have your stuff on more than one platform. Beacons is a great platform for you to add some of your Etsy products. So let's say that you have 100 Etsy products in your store. You want to take those best-selling products and put them into Beacons. And again, I would only recommend adding about 5 or 6 products. Okay, but you can have links to your Etsy store. You can have a link to your social media channels. So let's say that you have tutorials on YouTube that show people how to use your products. You definitely want to link to your YouTube channel. And you also want to have something on the page that tells people how they can get that $20 credit. You want people, number one, to sign up to get their own Beacons page. And then you also want to have people follow you. So when someone uses your link and they get a new Beacons page, they're going to become part of your community on Beacons. So you definitely want to build a community on Beacons and give people the opportunity to get that $20 credit. And then you also want to, if you have the ability, you want to have people join your community. So right now there is a community platform called Skool, Skool. And on that platform, you can get that set up for about $9 a month. And what that does is it gives you a way to help your audience. So if they need help with your products, if they have questions, if they want to engage or, interact with like-minded people, they can do that on your community. So you can put a link to that right here. Or if you have a free resource or a free piece of content that you want to share. For example, on our other Beacons page, we share a podcast episode. And that podcast episode helps people understand how they can, create their digital products. So that could be something that you might want to think about when you're setting up your goals. What are your goals? To build your community, build a membership, build your list, sell products, and you want to have a strategy for how you're going to, reach those goals. So if you want to make $500 this month and you have your products that you're creating, you have things that you're going to be sharing on your Beacons page, you want to make sure that all that stuff that you have on the page is going to lead you to that $500 goal. Okay. The same thing goes for email. So if you want to have 500 new subscribers this month, you want to make sure that you have a strategy or a plan, something that you can do on a daily basis that will get you to that $500 goal. And the same thing goes for your community. All right. So this is where you can put links. Now that you understand that, I'm going to go back and we're going to look at the contact form. So again, I've just kind of explained what this contact form can do for your business. This is how you can get that filled out. You can add an image if you would like. You can decide what fields you want to, collect. So what information do you need from your visitors so that they can join your community or get on your list or whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, so now we're going to go back and we're going to start adding products, right? This is what you want to know. I get it. So this is where you're going to be able to add different types of products. And this is what I really like about Beacons is that you can add, and we're going to look over here on the left side as well. You can add your digital products. Let's say that you are providing a service. You can set appointments here for your service. So if you want someone to give you a call, schedule a phone call, like a consultation call or a 15-minute interview or whatever, you can set that up using appointments. And then you can also you can have one course. You can actually teach a course on Beacons. So you can have one free course, and then if you want to set up a membership, you would have to have a pro account. But the only thing you really need at this point is just to start selling products. Now you can sell digital products, and there are also ways that you can add existing products. So again, if you're on Etsy, then you can take your Etsy store and you can import those products into Beacons. And here are some other, I think this might stand for Gumroad. So if you're on Gumroad, you can add your Gumroad products. I'm not sure what this S stands for, but you can definitely do that on Etsy, and I think this is Gumroad. You can also connect your Shopify project to your audience, and really the goal should be on social media to convert people from followers. Followers don't pay the bills, right? Followers are just followers. And that means they haven't bought anything from you yet. They're just following you, right? But you want to make sure that those folks who are following you are either on your list or that they have bought something from you. And this is a great way to convert people. You can also add products from your favorite brands. So let's say that once you have your Beacon store set up, you can go out and start applying for affiliate programs, right? You can sign up for the Amazon Associates program. You can start signing up with, there's ClickBank, ShareASale, some of the big networks, Impact Radius. Some of these platforms have some of the major brands that you can partner with and sell products on an affiliate basis. So as you can see over here on the left-hand side, you can also partner with brands. And what ends up happening is the way Beacons is set up, they have it set up where brands can actually go in and look at your numbers, and they will start sending you information on how you can partner with them and share content about their brand. And that can also bring in income. Now, here's where you can set up your affiliate products. And we're going to be setting up a digital product today. And that will give you the ability to kind of see how this works. You can also sell physical products. If you're on, let's say that you're on the Amazon Associates program, you can sell those physical products from there, and then Amazon will ship those out to customers. So you don't have to worry about shipping, you don't have to worry about holding inventory. But really, in my opinion, the best way to sell products is by selling digital products. So I've already got a product listed here. We're just going to go out, we're going to click on digital product. Okay, so then this is how the products are set up. So when you hover over any part of this page, you are going to see this pencil icon. You want to click on that icon. And then over here on the right hand side, you can add details about your product. So this is going to be where you're going to add the image for your product. You can even embed a video. I'm going to just add a image right now, and you want to click on this button right here. You don't want to click right here because that is going to cost you credits. So you want to upload your image, and this is going to be an image that you have on your computer. We're just going to select a product, and this is the foreclosure prevention worksheets. All right, so we're going to click on accept. And then I'm going to just head over to my website and get the product description, and I will be right back. Okay, so now I have my description. I'm just going to click on the description area. Here's my pencil icon. I'm going to click on that. And it's going to pop up over here on the right hand side where I can, kind of just enter my information. I'm just going to highlight what they have in there. I'm going to get rid of it by clicking on the back button, and I'm going to click Control V as in Victor. And then I'm going to go back to my website, and I'm going to get the name of the product, which is Foreclosure Prevention Worksheet Pack. And I'm going to put it in right here. I'm going to click on my pencil icon and just type in the name of the product. Control V as in Victor. And I didn't get the word foreclosure, so I'm going to type that in. All right, so there's that. And then the price is, I believe it's like $17. I'm just going to put $17 in here. And I'll fix all that later. All right, so now we've got everything in here that we need to list our product. And I'm just going to click on next. And then it's going to ask you for one of the two items. Either you're going to upload the files that the person is going to get when they buy this product, or you're going to add a link. So I'm going to add the link just because I already have this on my website, but you would want to upload the actual file. So let's say this is your digital product. You're going to create those worksheets, and then you're going to zip them up in a zip file, and you will upload the file to Beacons. So I'm going to just put this link in. So this, and actually I put the link in the wrong place. So let me just take that out. And the name of the product is Foreclosure Worksheet Pack, I think. Oh, Foreclosure Prevention Worksheet Pack. All right, so now we've got our link in there. We've got the name of the item, and then we're going to add the link. And then we're going to click on Next. So there's our product right here. And as you can see, there is another link here, but we're going to skip that. We're not going to worry about that. We're just going to click skip for now. And it says my product is live but unlisted. So let's see. Can be purchased directly from your product page. Okay, I don't know what that means, but let's just we'll click out of that and see what it means. Foreclosure prevention worksheet pack. So maybe I need to edit this and click on, let's see, let me just look real quick. Okay, edit product details. We're going to click on next. And sometimes you do definitely have to, let's see what happens when I click on digital products, and then we'll say list products. So now my listing is updated. Now we didn't finish putting in, I think I might have just put in the image for the home equity worksheet. So let's go back to my website and we're going to find the home equity worksheet. There is that. And we're going to take the link. We're going to use the link in this case as well, just for the sake of time. And I may have to do another video that shows you how to take your documents and zip them into a file, but we can definitely do that. So we're going to just put that link there, and we're going to say home equity worksheets. We're going to add the URL. Next. And there it is. So then add to, yep. And then we're just gonna, so now we've got 2 products in our store. So let's go back to our link in bio and take a look. Okay, so here are, this is my shop right here. We've got the 2 products listed here. We've got our community link. We've got our links. And there we have our beacons page. That is pretty much it. So this is basically how you're going to get your link in bio page set up. And if you want to add additional links, you just click. Okay, so if you want to add a block, another block to your beacons page, here are the different types of blocks. So we've got links, additional links, products, videos, images, email forms. You can add music. They have text and layouts. So different types of text, more social feeds, live events, brand deals. If you've gotten brand deals, you can highlight them. And you can also, once you have a follower account, account, you can have your follower count listed on your page. Here is where you can integrate different platforms. And I'm not sure what Labs is. I'm assuming that this is something that it says we're trying out some new block ideas. So these might not be working as well as they should. They're just things that they're trying out. But you can certainly add these to your beacons page. And here are some of the different layouts. Let's see what we have under live events. So these are things that, let's say you're having a webinar, you can add information about your webinar schedule, or if you do Facebook Lives, or if you go live on any other platforms, you can add those dates here. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, brand deals are basically where you can take your media kit and add it to your platform. And so, there are just a lot of different things that you can do with your beacons page. So let me close out of this. I think that is pretty much it. If I didn't mention this before, let me just kind of reiterate that you can get your own referral link You can get 25% in profit sharing every month when you refer people. And when you refer someone and they sign up and they get a pro account, then you're going to be able to get 25% of that. And you can get a referral link by clicking on this green button. All right, so I think that is pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you see this on YouTube, just put your questions in the comments and I will respond. So if you've received value, please subscribe to the channel. And if you're seeing this on social media, make sure that you follow us and like our stuff. And we'll see you on the next video. All right, have a wonderful day.